this is Victor. I'm here with a new product review, and this time I want to talk with, I want to share with you what we can find in the Grand Alliance Death. This is the vampire cones, basically units, and what is the death of in Age of Sigmar. So yeah, as we know, although Tom Kings are not anymore as the miniatures are not available anymore in the Games Workshop website. You can still play them, of course, with the Tom King's book, but this is the the Grand Alliance Death, and yeah, and I want to share what you can find inside. So it's a softcover book. It's very affordable. It's in below the range of 20 euros, and yeah, and I think it's a great book for the cost. It's supposed to have to be a book that you just carry with you to play and to have all the sets of the units all together. What we can find here, we see that the death is divided in other sub-factions: Death Lords, Soul Blight, Death Mage, Death Walkers, DEATHRATTLE, Flesh Eaters, Beth of the Graves, and then the Night Hound. So let's make a look what we can find here, and of course at the end we always have the rules. All the books of Age of Sigmar have the rules at the end of the book. So yeah, some tips and hints how to use this book, some explanations. I think it's always good to have some explanation from the designers. And we start with the Death Lords, and of course the first Death Lord that we are going to find is Nagash itself. So he's a god, so he have great stats, and yeah, and it's designed. And then we have it's a beast in combat. So we have the Mortarks. So we have Arkan the Black, Manfred, and Neferata. We have the Morgas, the two types of Morgas, as also in the Lord of Death. We have then the Lord of Sheesh. We have some. It's good because this book have a little bit more fluff than the Chaos. So here we have the Lord of Sheesh, and we have the Blade of the Blood Queen. So some explanation and some, yeah, some a little bit background how they are organized. The Soul Blight. We have what is called the Bloody Alliance, and the Soul Blight are the vampires basically. So we have here the Vampire Lord and Zombie Dragon. We have the Coven Throne, that are the vampires, the Vampire Lord, the Vargeist, the Blood Knights, the Fell Bat, and the Bat Swarm. So all what is about the vampire part of the faction. Then we have the Death Mage, and it's mainly the Necromancer. And of course some explanation. Of course we have the Necromancer, and then we have the Mortis Engine. There is a Necromancer also there. We have the Death Walkers. A lot of some fluff. Always we have some fluff at the beginning, and then the units. We have the zombies. We have the corpse card, the dire wolves. Then we have the DEATHRATTLE, again some explanation, and these are mainly the skeletons, and we have the legend. So we have some. I think this is it's interesting because it's giving you ideas on how to organize. It's giving you ideas on some armies, and yeah, and to see how you can organize. And then we have here a Warscroll battalion. I think it's the first one we have seen, where it's we have here as the composition, that is 1 unit of each and 3 units of skeleton warriors. And we start with the White King. We have 2 White Kings, one with axe and one with the Baleful Tomb Blade. Okay, here you can only need to use 1 White King as for the formation. Then we have the Black Knights, we have the Grave Guard, and we have the Skeleton Warriors. I will not go into details of the rules. It's just I want to show you what you can find inside. We go to the Flesh Eaters, that are basically the how it's called this, the ghouls. Some background. Here we have them. What is the Macabre Court, and then some always a little bit of fluff explanation at the beginning. Of course, we have the Aboran Ghoul King on Terrorgeist. And then we have the Warlock Golkin on foot if you want to put it, the Equip Ghouls, the Equip Horrors, and the Barwolf. Okay. And then we have the Beast of the Grave, and these are basically the Zombie Dragon and the Terror Geist. And we have the Night Hound, that are all this the Ghost, Wraith and type of guys, that is the Cairn Wraith, the Tomb Banshee, the Hex Wraith, so all what is ethereal, the Black Coach, and the Spirit Host. So this is what you can find in that book. Yeah, I just bought because the thing is cheap and it's a nice thing to have. This is something to read. So, and I have some on that. Very little. I only have the Terror Haste and thing and some ghouls. So yeah, but I wanted to have it. I think it's a nice book. It's not as big as the one from the Chaos, but for the cost, I think it have a good balance between quality and cost. So that's all what I wanted to share. Please comment, like if you like it. Let me know if you like to see this type of videos. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching. And see you again later. Bye.